The main reason we're in the Lowveld of Mpumalanga is for the 50th anniversary of a truly epic race, the SasolLowveldCroc. On the road to Mbombela, as Nelspruit is nowadays known, lies a small river fed by water from the Kwena Dam, the LowveldCroc. It carries an A+ rating, which has added a daunting aura to the two-day race, which this year also decided the Gauteng K1 River Champs. The race is started time trial style, one at a time, with 2011 winner Andy Burkett off second. It's a 20-meter paddle into the gauging weir, which kickstarts all the action. A kilometer downstream is Gundu's weir, named after Gundu Hay, who has been a long-standing supporter of the race, and starts the 7 times winner first to test Gundu's weir and the rapid underneath the bridge immediately below, followed by Andy Burkett. The Crocodile River running at a perfect 6 cumex water level, which makes the relentless rapids fun but manageable. Here's the favourite in the women's race, Jen Turon into Gundu's weir. Off her impressive win in the Berg River, she's in the form of her life and loving this river. This race is all about your ability to read the river and manage what you see in front of you. It's steep, fast-flowing and littered with rocks. There was also a great turnout of guys from the Sasol Canoe Club development team as well. It only takes 10 minutes to realise why this race is held in a one-at-a-time time trial format. This is Donald Moncho in action. The rapids are relentless, demanding and incredibly good fun for a confident paddler with a draw stroke. After 25 kilometres comes Carisbrook Rapid, which is one of the rare spots in the thickly bushed Lowveld Valley that seconds and spectators can get into. And Stott still in charge at the front of the race at Carisbrook. Jacques Turon has passed Andy Burkett, who's taken a swim after T-boning a rock higher up. Here's Burkett now sliding into the tight channel at Carisbrook. He actually overtook Stott 20 minutes into the race, but it was all undone by a swim and another mistake in a tight rapid. Here's Jen Turon. 3 swims on day 1, including one at the weir right at the start. But she is undaunted and loving her time on this river. Carisbrook has a name, but it is pretty much the same as hundreds of rapids on the first stage, where a slip-up or any hesitation is cruelly punished.
Just took the wrong line, then he fell out there at the start and things just went wrong for him from there. So the first thing that he should have done is just to keep his boat out of the water. But I mean, in a rapid like this, you're just going to continue to panic. Luckily we've got some marshals everywhere so that they can see what's happening.
Yo, time to maak 'n plan, boer. Nee man, 'n beter plan. Dis heel wat beter, Boet, dankie. The day 1 finish was moved a few kilometres upstream to cut out a rare stretch of flattish water. A good call and a super finish venue. And Stott still leading, but it is time, not position, that counts here.
Tough day out there on the Croc. It's been 2 years, so a little bit rusty with my lines. As expected, Andy caught me pretty early on, and he was really going well, so I let him pass me and I just tried to hang with him for a while. And then about halfway through the race I made a little mistake at rapid 13.5 and he got away. And I thought, well, let's hope that's not the end of it. I kept chasing him hard. There was still a bit of a gap, and then in the next rapid he pegged really hard, fell out, and I came past him while he was swimming, so I thought, okay, well, here's my chance. Went past him, put the hammer down, and 5 minutes later I'd done exactly the same thing and I was swimming. So I was looking over my shoulder to see when he would catch me, but fortunately he had enough of a cushion, and I paddled through to the finish to get ahead of Jacques Theron. Actually came in second.
Fortunate for me, Andy made a bit of a mistake later on, and I managed to catch him and pass him, and I must see what the time gap is. Andy's a little bit ahead of us, but what a day, fantastic.
And outclassed us all, but it was still great fun on the water. Had a bit of misfortune up the top, but I still had a great time up there.
Jen Theron owning the women's race.
I just really enjoyed the river. It was perfect level. You didn't have to know the lines. We haven't been able to get here to trip, so you could actually, there was a few lines you could choose from, and it made it a bit easier.
Perhaps the surprise package on day one was sprinter Mike Arthur in 4th. That's a great result. Ditto for Gavin Shooter in 7th. Debbie Jermake, the only woman who can exert any pressure on Jen Theron in the women's race. The race is a brilliant river, packaged in slick organisation, great hospitality and stunning scenery. Start time on day 2. And Stott starts at the head of day 2.
And knows the river, he's not going to make too many mistakes today. I hope to capitalise on that, see if I can pull him in. I'm feeling better than yesterday. But Andrew Burke at 3 minutes behind me, I think that's not enough if he's got a good run. But let's see what the river holds.
Andy, it's plus minus 4 minutes, I believe. What's the plan?
Yes, I'm going to go as hard as I can today. I won't be too disappointed if I don't catch up. I don't think I will be able to catch up 4.5 minutes, but I'm just going to go today as hard as I can and have a fun down the river.
You showed yesterday you did have the speed. I mean, you caught Ant, you could do it again today.
Yeah, that was 30-minute gap, so we'll see what I can do today. Try and catch Jacques first, and then take it from there.
Elapsed time for the top contenders before the start reverts to 15-second intervals between paddlers. Day 2 is very different, flatter, shorter and with far denser trees encroaching on the river, so many variables for a thrilling day's racing. The women's race still far from sewn up.
You look so chill going into day 2.
It's maybe outward appearance, but I'm nervous. But I can't really remember the river. I just remember there's some nice rapids and there's a couple of funny little broken weirs and things. But yeah, it's much easier than yesterday.
It's been hitch-free for Stott as he powers away at the front of the race in the latter stages of the 25-kilometre second stage. Experience counting in chunks on this river. Jacques Theron narrowing the gap on Stott somewhat, but he still hasn't yet got the 7 times champ in his sights. A much less eventful day for Andy Burkett. The Team Best 4 Kayak Centre man seems to be content with consolidating his 3rd place and staying out of the water. Part of the intrigue of this time trial format is that the racers never actually know how they fared until long after they've finished, when they've had time to scan the overall race times. In the last few kilometres, the river suddenly throws up a few surprises and some technical drops over slab-like shelves. Close on 150 paddlers made the trip for this race, and all left exhilarated and inspired to return for more of the same in the future. Jen Turon still in control of the women's race and thriving on every second of her paddle. At the finish, it is Ant Stott completing a smooth, hitch-free day in the final flurry of drops.
We had a surprise hippo portage. Luckily Paul Hay was there and he had taped off the river, and we jumped out and just ran around and put in on the other side. So he kept us safe. But yeah, great section of river, love this river, and yeah, stoked to have another croc title to my name.
Jacques Turon solidly in second.
The last 10 Ks, my arms got a bit heavy and I lost a little bit, maybe another 30 seconds lost on him. But fantastic paddle. I was also very happy to have kept Andrew Burkett at bay.
Andy Burkett, the first under 23 home, some 4 minutes behind Jacques Turon. Jen Turon adds the SasolLowveldCroc scalp to her Berg title.
I managed not to swim today, so maybe it's an improvement, but I think all the time I lost, I actually had to even get out my boat at one stage, to turn it around and get face downstream again, so real comedy of errors. But I had some help from the guys. I knew 2 of the guys really knew the lines, so I thought I better not get in their way and get ahead of them, because I was just making trouble for them then.
Racecom head Eric Dixon gets prize giving underway in the glade alongside the river, typical of this race's appeal. Jen Turon stepping up to claim the women's trophy with pride. A popular winner, Ant Stott, gets his hands on the beautiful Croc trophy for a record 8th time. So, Stott from Turon and Burkett, with Lowveld local Mark Smith holding off Piers Cruikshanks and Mike Arthur. Turon just too good over the 2 days, with Debbie Jermacay settling for the runners-up berth.